When most people hear the word alchemy, they probably think of old scientists trying to turn lead into gold. But real alchemy was never just about metal, it was about the self. The lead was a symbol for the parts of us that are heavy, like fear, pain, confusion, and the false ideas that we hold about who we are. The gold was something rare and true, an awakened self, one that lives with clarity, love, and truth. This kind of inner transformation wasn't just an alchemical idea. It shows up in many religious and spiritual traditions around the world. Even though the symbols and language are different, the pattern is the same. We begin confused or lost, shaped by fear or the world around us. Through some kind of deep inner work, often sparked by suffering, we start to wake up. We face what's false, we let go, and we become something more whole. In Christianity, this is described as dying to the old self and being reborn again in spirit. The Bible says, "It's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me." That doesn't just mean following a belief system, it points to a complete shift in reality. The small self, the one built on pride, fear, guilt, or control, has to step aside. In its place, something deeper is born, a self rooted in truth, love, and personal responsibility. Mystics often speak of this process as a kind of inner death, followed by light. It's painful, but it brings real freedom. Buddhism speaks of a similar journey. It teaches that we suffer because we cling to illusions, ideas about who we are, what we need, or what the world owes us. These stories are often false, but we build our entire identity on them. This path to peace isn't to fix the world outside, but to see through the false stories inside. The more clearly we see, the less we suffer. This is another kind of alchemy, turning confusion into wisdom and fear into compassion. Hindu thought as well offers a powerful version of this transformation. It says that each of us has a true self, underneath all the labels and roles we're taught to believe in. But most of us grow up thinking that we are the label, the name, the job, the body, the role that we play. The breakthrough comes when we realize the deeper self that's always been there, the part that's not separate from anything or anyone. The transformation is not about becoming something new, but waking up to something that's always been true. In all these paths, the process begins with a false self, one shaped by the world, by culture, by trauma, and by fear. It isn't necessarily our fault that we start there, but the ego forms as a way to survive. But to grow, we have to face it. And that's where the fire comes in. Suffering, while painful, is often the spark. It forces us to stop running, to question what we believed, and to begin seeing more clearly. This is the beginning of the work, the real inner work. We begin to let go of illusions, of old patterns, and the need to be someone we're not. And as we do, something lighter and clearer starts to emerge. But transformation doesn't happen all at once. It's not just a moment, it's a process. It takes time. We keep peeling back the layers and we keep choosing truth over comfort. We learn to live from that deeper place, even in small, ordinary moments. That's the gold. Not necessarily perfection, but presence. Not escape, but honesty. Not power over others, but peace within yourself. And here's the key. The gold, in its truest sense, can't be made more pure. It's already pure. It's an element like truth or love, and it can't be improved. The only thing we're doing is removing what isn't gold, those false beliefs, those old wounds, and the ego-driven stories that we tell ourselves. We aren't creating the gold from scratch. We're uncovering it, one layer at a time. So when alchemists spoke of turning lead to gold, they were actually pointing towards this. They were talking about someone who can live in truth no matter what, someone who isn't ruled by fear or ego or the need to pretend, someone who's been through the fire and come out more real. That's the great work. And the best part is the gold's always been there. It's not something that you find outside of yourself. It's something you uncover one layer at a time.